Let's hear for YUZ!
YUZ is an interesting one. He's relatively new to the popularity of South America, but at the same time, he's been performing incredibly well within the South American region.
Yeah, and we're definitely noticing a lot now that Manexa's doing a lot of backdashes to then try to rotate into more of these side lights or these D-lights, but YUZ, it's pretty hard to dodge a signature.
YUZ, uma boa construção de dano já sobre o Fiend. A pontinha da Neutral Sig por muito pouco, enterra de ser!
Aproveita aí a vantagem.
Dano, tem a primeira vida e o cara sabe trabalhar uma boa vantagem, né?
E cara! Ele atrapalha o retorno. E os outros 3 jogadores estão levando muito dano.
Nossa, olha!
Nossa,
meu Deus, de...
Cada hit no ponto certo. Ó, vambora. Nossa, que
Nossa, que dano!
Que dano! Que isso, cara? Nossa!
Versus defense ratio. So, the dream, the Gok dream. That's what every Teros player wants.
But kinda got disarmed like a while ago, and for like a solid minute, YUZ kept him weapon starved, and I gotta believe that contributed largely to YUZ taking the stock here and taking the lead. Now he's got an opportunity for some of that extra credit we're always talking about, and it's even more appropriate that he's using the back-to-school skin here. He's working on some extra credit. You know those hall monitors, man. They're always after the extra credit. Oh my goodness. Is this it for Kaina? The recovery? He can't make it back.
I would not be surprised to see Godly go for it again off of a landing. And YUZ, if he plays around that nicely with those pivot nairs, that could work out really well for him. Down air hits. Side air came so close. How did he dodge around these down six?
Ia fazer uma grande diferença, Sancho.
Complicado.
Nossa, YUZ trabalhando muito bem essa Rocket Lance, cara. Olha isso!
Ooh, kind of reading big there with that N-Sig. YUZ not going to jump into that one. And he gets the read that time, dash back into the neutral light, but still not getting extended strings. He's just opening up kind of a bunch, but there it is.
Oh, he caught him. That's beautiful. There is no better place to land that neutral sig than right there, right then.
But he picks up a bow immediately. Already hit a 2-piece onto YUZ, who's now hit a 2-piece back, so they're trading damage, but YUZ still such a gigantic lead!
Didn't read right, though. Impala's going to get past. Still really good damage for YUZ.
Didn't hit him with the 0 to knock out the Caratada, if you will, as they call it in South America.
No Oko quite yet, but still YUZ real potential here to close out game number 2 unless Impala brings out something big. He needs to finish this stock off.
I almost expected it there. Okay, that's the D-Sig usage I was talking about. Look how safe he can play.
Whoa!
All the way from the edge. I hadn't seen him use it like that yet. Oh!
Because once Power Ranger starts heating up with his greatsword, it gets so dire. Oh, from downtown. Hold up. Is there a 2 and a 4?
He's on fire.
I think I saw a 2 and a 4 on YUZ's jersey right there. I think Kobe has entered the scene because that was absolutely electric.
That was like a half-court shot, too.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, if you could get 4-point shots, like, yeah, that would have been it. Power Ranger almost losing all his options off stage. He's betting hard.
Yeah, and you know, Power Ranger's kind of in a position where, you know, he kind of has to right now, right? Like, you know, you're behind a whole stock in YUZ just with this stage control. The double series.
This blaster, though, hasn't really come into play, and that tells me it's all for the signatures off of YUZ's Ada. Again, great setup off stage. Maybe the ledge guard there, great Sair, shutting down every opportunity Java has.
Wow. E olha o duplo Sair, duplo der pro GP, o Max tá quimpado, cara.
Isso, cara. Vai ser mais categórico nas confirmações aí pra empatar essa partida. Cara,
nossa!
Ai não.
Tries to bring it out here. Obviously, Macho Man is a strong character all around. You know, they got the Rocket Lance as well as the X, if I remember correctly.
Yep, a battle of the lances for now at the very least. Sidestick thrown out. Wes misses the punish, but he'll get that wall touch safely. And YUZ going to back away. Didn't see the opportunity for the ground pound, and he's going to instead go for more neutral gains as he is getting these nairs onto Wes.
Man, it's just a rocket battle all over the place. Rocket Man just coming through, and oh my goodness!
Is YUZ going to allow YUZ to bring this back to a single stock scenario? He had to go for the nair there because he didn't have the resources to go for recovery. That stinks because it would have been led to the stock, but
Oh my god!
Yo, that's the sickest. I love
was
Vector.
wild,
That's why everyone plays Vector for.
Dude, honestly, I'm glad YUZ is on the Vector. I called this out in the pre-show. I was like, yo, if he's back on the Vector, like top 3 free. And it's been looking really solid, so I'm really happy to see it because this was like the pocket pick before we went to the Jaehyun, and it's been looking really solid, of course, today because he's currently up 3-0.
I mean, look at the way he's using this Rocket Lance as well. I just love the way he places hitbox. Almost gets a stock. Oh! Finds him with the Sayer afterward.
Assim, 1080, acho que foi 7, mas...
Pode ter sido.
Por aí.
Que esse ângulo de
que é isso?
cara?
So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, see what YUZ can make happen. Oh my God! What a reversal from YUZ.
Here we go. Demon Island Game 3, no swaps on anything.
Right? No swap on characters, no color changes, no new map, nothing. We got the same deal right back at it.
And this is one of those things that I think just like happens in a region like South America where like it's small enough that all of the top players have played against each other time and time again in ranked, in tournaments, in community tournaments, all sorts of stuff. So they're kind of like, we just like these maps. The side air and uses. He's a big. Did he get hurt at all?
No.
I think it was a really good stage pick, especially in conjunction with having the spear available. And I'm really glad you brought that up, AJ, because being able to keep that distance while also maintaining pressure, I think is going to counteract the choice to go into Greatsword.
Absolutely. And just being this Greatsword so far still working pretty good. You know what's funny? YUZ is doing exactly what Brookstone was doing game 1. It's barely gone airborne. It just keeps going for sidelights. Like, hey, look, I'm just gonna keep hungry. Yo, and I'm gonna close it up.
That's
as simple as I feel like it. So clean coming in from YUZ.
A leitura de ideia acaba conectando, mas já vai chamando bastante vantagem sobre o Hazard. Situação difícil pro Hazard, essa de Sig. Olha o GP.
Like it looked like everything was on his side. Weapon was out of his hand. Looked like he was on the weapon that's not the terrorizing weapon so far. But YUZ says it doesn't matter. I'm gonna catch you lacking on this game.
I think YUZ might. I think YUZ might edge it out. Hazard had a great game and has played amazing in the set, but I think YUZ is hungry and he wants it. I mean, look at it. He's coming out strong early on. A lot of stage control. I think Hazard just got the reads on him with Kaya, and there it is. YUZ just punishing him.
Right, maybe it was a next level bait.
It almost led to a stop.
Oh, that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted from the last. Oh no! What? That's such an early stock, dude. There is nothing. There is no worse feeling than getting hit by a hammer ground pound off the side.
Neutral sig into
it's a hammer ground pound. That's a KO at any health, dude. That's
It's like, that's right. I held left this time.
That's huge for YUZ. Like, that's huge.
I'm waiting for it. Fiend will lose this stock to a fully charged side sig. YUZ is in the perfect position. I'm waiting.
Wait, you're right. I'm worried for Fiend. Dude, the weapon throw and the neutral air hit. That's extra damage. That's optimal play from Fiend. Oh, this is really getting away from Fiend. Is this really how it's going to be? He's going to switch to Taros and take out Fiend. There's no justice!
Guess I'll say.
Yeah.
A lot of times he would kind of come in on the ground, towards the ground. He'd spend his dodge getting in, and he'd end up getting caught by stomps. That's where you get hammer combos. He'd end up getting caught by landing side lights from the Greatsword. That's where you get the chain openers. So it was just a lot of average damage per engagement that he was giving into
Stock, probably not what YUZ was thinking would he go for. It's actually YUZ thinking what he'd go for in that situation.
Oh, and now YUZ with the Greatsword goes to that dare recovery, tries to recover again. Sidelight, neutralite, say. Okay, that sidelight finisher right there. That's the runway effect that I'm talking about here. Huge lead. It's so funny watching them go off stage for these weapon throw edge guards because his follow-up is unarmed Sayer. And I'm like, that's just not what I'm used to seeing players go for, but YUZ has shown that he's a fan of that follow-up, even if it doesn't quite work. I love how fast YUZ is after he hits the side airs. These diagonal chase dodges into nairs are catching Sack off guard. It's catching me off guard as I'm watching him, just realizing, oh my god, he can't follow up with that.
West seems to be comfortable. It looks like they know what they want to do, and they're trying to get some big punishes, but YUZ started off strong, finished strong, but there's a little bit of a messy mid-game.
Yeah, there was kind of an awkward center to that sandwich, but either way, still tasted good for YUZ because he got one game. West with the axe in hand, gonna try to get some stuff working here.
Ooh, tough spot to beat. Okay, does find a way back to the stage. Nice unarmed recovery as well, just trying to rack up this damage. Look at that, not even opting to go for the weapon. Finally does pick it up though, and that's where West finds their opening to get some nice damage on it.
And yet YUZ still building up a little bit more damage. Gets the neutral sig read onto West and YUZ.
A little bit terrifying for Boomy believers. I mean, you guys were worried about cursing them, and here we are. Look what you and Sheepy did.
This is all your fault.
Sheep, it's our fault.
Honestly, it really comes down to YUZ playing amazing. And honestly, this is kind of a repeat from our first set, right? We saw the first person.
I think about how good this down sig is, and you love that ground pound. You said it earlier.
I mean, I love how YUZ did that ground pound. I never even imagined that being a possibility. The wake-up buffered ground pound there off that jump into a side light. Oh, the neutral light into dash jump. Sarah, turn around.
Oh, this is scary.
3 nairs
Oh,
in the
this is
recovery.
scary.
That could have been the stock. Side light nair. YUZ goes in for the pivot side air. Once again, the side air hits and sack. Disarmed. It's been all YUZ's lance, and the down stick would have been the, oh my god, it would have been the perfect finisher. Instead, he goes for the nair as well, and YUZ has just been on fire on this last stock. Can he get this final hit, or can Sack return? No, he cannot. That Sarah comes through, and YUZ
build so much extra damage here, as YUZ has done so well with a beautiful combo that was showing that, you know, the hammer is a little bit viable.
Okay, here we
feel
are.
so knowledgeable.
We're on to, what's this map called? Lions? Den of Lions? Lion Den?
Fortress of Lions. That one.
Those are good names. You can't lie. Those were good name options. It might as well be called that.
They all got the idea across.
All right, Zach is one ahead in the set. On the winner's side, though, so this is still, you know what I mean? Okay,
Dude,
spicy,
a
great sword play.
start from YUZ. Yeah, spicy to say the least.
What a gravity cancel. And then the signature to
man.
recovery. Let's go!
O Kainer aceitar não entrar pro stage. E talvez essa fosse a única opção mesmo. Ótimos dares, cara, que isso. Vai deixar o Kainer voltar também não. YUZ, dare downlight. Meu Deus, que resposta imediata. É isso?
One all day. Every single set I've watched, I don't think he's ever pressed the button.
Yeah, that's crazy, especially because you can't say the same thing about Rocket Land's down sig.
Which, like, one of those is definitely much better than the other in this version.
Oh, side air puts him off stage. Okay, dodge up. Knees in position. Oh, nice. He needed that save. Hits the ground pound.
YUZ putting him off stage. And now YUZ going to be able to answer back. Trying to get something started for himself, but Cody finds a way to the platform. Just continues to bully back and forth here, but YUZ now in a very dominant position. Okay, there we go.
Nice. The juggle game working well. Cody is going to be disarmed here, so YUZ does have the weapon advantage. Weapon spawn comes in, it's favoring YUZ, and he grabs it. Instant bow, neutral air, tries to follow up with the recovery. Barely misses, but does get the weapon toss. Tries to go for that one again. Cody, that's gonna do it.
Mas, cara,
tentou dar um sig.
A situação que ele não pode estar contra o YUZ é no limite, né? Tem um Power Ranger com estoque completo. Aí tá lá, finalizado.
Be perfect about it because I think most people were surprised.
You know what I mean? They use me to double check the AI. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. Can you check?
Oh, what a dodge from YUZ! Okay, the backstep side lights. I like these approaches to try to bait out a dodge to get a huge combo string, and he gets the dodge.
Oh, he got it! He got it, dude! Yes. That's what he was waiting for.
Dude,
nice.
Like, what did I tell you? The AI wishes it could keep up. Boom, YUZ landing that signature. Okay, swapping off for the small sword. Interesting. I've been thinking the damage output has been excellent from the great sword from YUZ, but you know what? He can do it with all of them. Oh, that was sick.
E essa sig ela tem uma força muito boa atualmente, hein? Ela é muito recompensadora, Mazinho. Ela recebeu excelentes buffs nesse sentido. A sig é forte, mas ela não é fácil de acertar, realmente.
Então, é aquele, né? Arrisca a recompensa. O YUZ arriscou tudo no ponto certo. Uma Rattori também que não tem muita defesa. E aí, uma sequência de fatores aí que ajudaram o YUZ a abrir mais uma vitória.
Ó, pulverizão. Ainda não finalizou, né? Precisa do movimento final sobre o Fendi.
2-0, galera.
2-0, perdão.
But kind of moving through. The neutral light's coming out. Neutral light's coming out. Reminiscent of game number 1. Another neutral light.
Oh,
yes,
yeah. Yeah, you ain't making it.
All right. Final stock here for Kaina. YUZ about to 3-1 and continue on, guaranteeing a top 3 finish. And you know what? I gave a lot of credit to Kaina. The PR, the numbers going in favor of him. But YUZ, he has the number.
I mean, look. They kind of played each other a lot, and it just seems like he's used to it. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Terrible.
I get it.
Terrible.
I get it.
Oh, that's terrible right there.
A investida para uma confirmação, tá? Bota o der muito bem, YUZ. Neutral BSR. Ah lá. Você vê. quem que puxa esse neutral air reverso e não inverte a direção? Um giro, porque ele tem o side air true depois. Qualquer outro jogador de foice ali, mano, eu acho que teria jogado pra trás, Mazinho. Pra fazer a construção de dano mais típica de foice direção offstage.
Rolou, hein? Tá sem recurso.
Não tem como voltar.
He does the sideline a lot.
Yo.
Okay.
Oh no, he had it. Looking like a Marvel combo with how many things he was hitting there, but he gets that GC and Sig.
Sidelight and a recovery there works out great for Megdi, and that's just something that he's adapting to here. We talk about adaptation happening a lot after a loss or after a struggle in a certain game, but it can absolutely happen after you beat your opponent in a close game one and you go, oh wait, if I play like this, it can go so much better, and you do the same thing back there with back-to-back stairs.
Tem muita pressão nesse momento final pra passar mais pra cá atrás assim, Mazinho. É muito complicado. Cara, que sequência de gols. Então, o Berserker ali, caramba.
É tão suave a transição entre os ataques dele, cara. É tão preciso. Nossa, sai de Sig.
Muito bom.
Ah, o Sig.
Being restocked to like commanding lead in game 2, that's gotta feel good. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, double! Whoa, my gosh! And quickly retaliated. And the double off the soft
platform, man.
How opportunistic was that?
Yeah, it puts him so far up in the sky. It's just a beautiful play by YUZ. YUZ is always surprising me with his creative and split-second decision making in combat here. He showed it to us in that match, and I keep referencing from yesterday against Acro's Blaze. I mean, it was really amazing, some of the things he pulled off. And it's no surprise, the moves he's pulling off here right now. What's it gonna be? His corner guard is perfection. Perfection.
Woo! But we're going to game number 3, and of course, Monexo's going to make that swap over to the Bryn for game number 3. And this is what I'm talking about as far as map picks go. Go to something a little bit wider, something where you're going to be able to survive a little bit longer against this high strength.
I'm going to put a quick asterisk on this one, though, because yes, you get a ton more ground space, but watch those corners. These are very small walls.
Look at that.
Oh, yo.
You're right. If
Knock
that
him
was
off,
on
the
small
sweat
Brawlhalla,
drops.
Yep.
Calculation, not enough around the corner, but gets the 3-piece.
Wow, yeah, and just like you were saying, Duke, if that was on Small Brawlhaven, that would have been the stock. But YUZ apparently doesn't even care what map it is. YUZ will get it done just with the hooves on the character.
Trouble with, but let's just see. Power Ranger is looking tough to beat.
Neutralite thrown out from YUZ. Power Ranger getting a couple hits. Okay, nice.
Several stairs. Oh, but he sidelights off the stage, and he gets punished for it. I love that idea with the ground pound. And even have enough delay where it almost works.
He didn't touch.
That was a nice idea, the leader.
Yeah, it really feels like YUZ has been kind of halted. All the momentum he's been able to build up. He had a sizable lead, but now it's about that bow play, and it's actually looking pretty solid. Maybe eating my words a little bit about how he hasn't been playing too much bow today.
Okay. Haymaker doesn't come through, and Godly just waiting it out. Godly's patience here has really stepped it up. Oh! We're right back on Brawlhaven.
And we've now seen that sack adaptation as well, because last game, it was looking basically just as explosive for YUZ once we got to the end of it, and YUZ ended up taking that one. But all of a sudden there in game 3, things were a little bit different. Sack was able to turn that one around, hold his composure. He's taking a lot of damage on this bow. We may see YUZ focus on this bow a little bit more. The neutral on it was incredible. The juggle's coming out. His classic lance, one of the weapons he is most proficient at.
Oh, and the down stick catches the landing there, and YUZ for the first time has a huge lead.
Oh, but you need to be very confident with that approach to try and secure that early KO. Otherwise, you're throwing yourself in with reckless abandon and finding yourself KO'd for your efforts.
So this is kind of one of the problems with using Daryl here when you got the guitars and the bow. Is like you got some great combo tools, right? And the bow can potentially close out some stocks, and the guitars can get you some pretty wacky zero deaths. But the problem here is that you still kind of have to find your way in. If you commit too much with the guitars, you risk yourself in these awful scenarios.
Oh my God.
1, 2, 3! Oh my God!
For the greatest sword, Jae-Yun, is that going to have what he needs, though, to bring this back? Because right now, it's been struggling to get stage control and maintain it, and Greatsword needs a lot of stage control.
Yeah, and well, the good news for that is we are on one of the biggest stages with one of the longest runways, so hopefully YUZ will be able to get it done with the Greatsword, but apparently not even needing it.
To face, you're just like staring each other down, furrowed brows pressed against each other. Eye contact
unwavering. And you're just like, oh, you think you're nice? No, I'm nice.
I can do it. I can win this match, and I can do it on this map, and I've done it before, and I'm going to do it again. And no, what I'm loving right here is YUZ is not going down without a fight, is able to get stock number 1.
Ação de cobertura, não tinha nada.
E ó, vai
Missão fácil
sofrendo
pro YUZ e olha, já emenda.
Sem recursos,
Olha
ele não
isso.
tem como... Players still kind of in that exploratory phase. Finding out what the general movements are. Java's been going for a lot of these neutral sigs on the left side of the stage. YUZ is reading into that and trying to bait out Java. Unfortunately, not really working the way YUZ is hoping for it to go through. But again, these reads on the offstage play. Double dare, triple dare, double dare on the dares. You dare to dare, so many dares.
Oh! Okay, off the gravity cancel, not quite enough. Goes out for it. No, doesn't hit the dare. YUZ with the turnaround. He's gonna get the first stock. Still got the wall touch, the neutral line, they'll add up still. It's damage, it's force. YUZ might get another wall touch, he might get back onto the stage, but he cannot afford a recovery.
Oh, wait a minute. YUZ got an opener, and now things are starting to look a little bit good. And he, wait a minute, hold up, we're in an even game all of a sudden.
And he's got the advantage, he's got the control, he's got the weapons. Not gonna back up for the great sword, doesn't punish the pickup though. Sack has the stage, but it won't matter as a downlight recovery gives YUZ the steal. Finding hits. He's disarmed.
Weapon toss up and bounces him off the weapon. YUZ has filled himself at the moment, and that's going to be it right there as we see the 3-0 come in from YUZ.
Piece off the dodge read. Now you see at the start of this clip, he's in the orange, and YUZ is about to be one hit away from death. He gets the beautiful down air, gets that dodge in read, gets the 3-piece, picks up the sword and pushes him off. That's the kind of play that Great Sword allows you to do. Sure, it's tap, tap, tap for a while, but when you give me that opening, when you give me that dodge, when you mess up, it's gonna cost you almost your entire HP bar. Same thing here, a beautiful, beautiful setup. He gets the side light, gets the down light, and before the opponent knows it, before Sack knows it, it's turned not into a finisher, but a down air, gets the nair off, throws up the weapon to create some pressure, another down air, and this right here, this is too clean.
O adversário acha que acabou e vem o YUZ ali com o GPzão. Olha lá. Achou que eu tava brincando. Olha isso, mais um foco.
What a beautiful spot for that neutral signature to pick Sack up. He was in orange on that, so the efficiency on that KO, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's a crazy signature.
Oh, he's adding this damage up. The beginning of these stocks, his neutral with the bow is so clean.
Oh, that might be it. Okay, no. Okay, he did not pick the bow back up. Weapon throw hits. YUZ gets back with an unarmed recovery, goes in for the nair, and Sack can't follow up off the downlight, and YUZ is looking like he's going to get a 3-stock in this game. Sidestick comes through, he gets hit. Gravity cancel neutral stick just to fly back onto the stage. The nairs are coming through, and YUZ might put it through again. He bounces off the
back
floor.
from the stage, and that moves him away from the incoming punish from Sack. What a move!
That neutral ended. Oh, he went for the reset onto the dodge in, and YUZ goes out. Okay, this is Sack's lead. He goes in for the down sig and YUZ.
But he misses the follow-up. You know why? It's an extremely hard move to follow up on YUZ. Catches the recovery at the perfect time. Like you said, he's a master of spear. He knows exactly how far the moves go. He knows the pixel to be on, and he punished it perfectly.
Yeah, huge lead for YUZ. And again, he
Wait
gets
a
the
second.
same exact
Is that a true
read.
combo?
No, it can't.
Does he know something we don't?
He might. We wouldn't allow that. I don't know.
No.
Potentially. I think it's just a hard read on the dodge behavior of Tyson.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Does YUZ already have the down low?
It might also be damage dependent.
Oh, okay, that's possible.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay, now what was that? That was a hard read for sure.
That was definitely a hard read.
Oh, gets the recovery, sneaks his way in. Side air follow up.
Oh, is YUZ the greatest player in the world?
Oh my God, dude, styling on him, cartwheeling over. Okay, yeah,
Call it
potential. All right, Heisen needs to pull off something here to stop the bleed because YUZ is about to go 2 stocks up, and there it is. Breakdance his way into victory. Well, not quite yet. He needs one more stock to claim game 1, but it is looking good.
He's got a 2-stock lead here. That is amazing. Against a player like Heisen, Heisen's a champ. I mean, this is impressive.
Whoa. The chase down from YUZ. He ran out of gas. He was sweating all the way up, but he got every lick of damage he could.
Holy guacamole, man. YUZ might just... Is he going to 3-stock? No. Don't do it to him.
Oh, he almost did it to him.
God.
He was pixels away from doing it to him, Foda, but hanging on by a thread. Heisen's still in this one.
We are looking for the 3-stock here. Oh, that's beautiful.
Wait, don't do it to yourself. Okay, YUZ makes it back to the stage, just barely sweating it out, ground pound to finish it off.
3-stock! Oh my God!
game number 2. Monexo still on the Michonne and YUZ on the Gotch again, which is the Taros crossover. Now, Duke, if you're YUZ, you did really good last match. Why are you switching?
Well, clearly wanting to bring out a little bit more force. Of course, on small Brawlhaven, those are going to KO so quickly. We'll still have that hammer, which worked relatively well in that matchup against Monexo, but this time going to have that axe in hand. Great reaction there. Saw the neutral sig coming out and was able to dodge up in time, but the down sig is going to KO, and that right there, that high strength, that big sweep is why he was wanting the Gruagok.
Yeah, that is something that we saw in an earlier set today. Of that down signature, you hit the top of the dome, it's going to send them straight up with a ton of force. On a map like small Brawlhaven, that's early stocks. That's a full stock lead for YUZ here in game 2.
Dude, YUZ is popping off. Now with over a stock lead thus far, we are just seeing YUZ's confidence come out from the light attacks and then picking it up with the side.
Primeira vez do YUZ, mas uma estoque inteira de vantagem separa ele aí do YUZ, então vai ser bem difícil, hein?
É complicado, jogo final, 2-0 pro YUZ. Um estoque de vantagem, vai em busca aí de jogar, de limpar. Será que vem?
Ah, já não volta? Volta não.
Nem, mas vai junto ali.
2v1 agora sobre o Lazuli, bem fácil pra YUZ e PN confirmarem.
O que aconteceu nesse jogo? Porque eu tava totalmente favorável.
Show that this man is indeed mortal.
Any like somewhat normal KO move like a Lance Inlight is going to be doing it there. Cody holding onto that stock for a really long time. He still is behind though, but the defense of Barraza has definitely been keeping him alive a lot longer than many other legends if he chose them.
Yep. And sometimes, you know, the best offense is a good defense, that's for sure. As long as you're able to return back to stage, you're able to tack on some more damage. But Cody, man, you got to find this damage quick because YUZ is just keeping you out.
Weapon toss does make contact. Out comes the neutral signature, and that is enough to do it. I didn't think that would have the juice on it.
To hit grounded side airs. Maybe he's going to have to go for a sidelight side air, but spacing from YUZ is just too good right now. The movement's too good. Sword, getting these punishes. Oh my gosh.
Sidelight side air. Oh, Wes getting picked apart. The ground pound from YUZ. A heavy move from YUZ could get him the victory. A sidelight just kicks Wes away. A dare from Wes.
These dudes are scrapping the recovery. You're dang right. Unbelievable. YUZ clutching that out. Wes did everything in his power to keep the run alive, but YUZ closes it out to become your South American Spring Champion.
Potentially get to game 5. So like, oh my god, math just failed me.
Oh, and he gets the edge guard here.
Oh. Wait, he does nothing?
He does nothing. He gets right
why
through
was
the
it tie?
Oh, the NC comes through, does not hit, only gets a down line. Both players looking for that last hard-hitting move. There disarms YUZ. He's got nothing here. He gets the unarmed sidelight.
He has nothing, and YUZ does it. Brazil! It's over. South America is getting a trophy.
Wow, South America is able to do it with Vector to take the first LAN ever, ripped it right out of the hands of North America. EU got close, they almost got their tongue at it. They were like, no, that's my trophy, give it to me, and YUZ does it in such a calm fashion.
YUZ is the Spring Royale 2023 champion.
Still going for more weapon tosses, wants to keep the Katars in hand.
Always being careful with this one.
YUZ tries to catch him going high. Luna did get back down. Oh, but the recovery charged up from YUZ.
Weapon spawn comes in. YUZ snakes it away, and it's his weapon of choice. YUZ has done it. He has unseated Luna. He has done it for South America, and he has done it for himself. YUZ is your DreamHack Dallas 1v1 champion. Vamos, Brazil! That is huge. History has just been made, and that's not the first bit of history that has been made at DreamHack Dallas. What an amazing tournament. Both game modes, and YUZ, after getting reset, Luna looked all but unbeatable. The momentum he had, the confidence that he had, everything that he had, and YUZ just shut it down in the reset. 3-0.
Gets to hoist that trophy high.